Hi, I'm Jim Rawcliffe from More Takes, and today I'd like to show you and tell you about this, one of my favourite products at the moment, the 5/6 rod bag from Speero. Now, this was the first thing I ever saw actually from Speero, and I was really impressed, so I had to get one early days. Anyway, let's just go through it. On the outside, it's got two pockets. First one is for my trusty two-piece landing net from ProLogic. Although this is a Speero review, I thought I might tell you about a couple of things I use. That's done 15 years, fantastic. So most people would probably use that for bank sticks, but it fits that perfectly. Moving on, we have another very strange little piece of kit from ProLogic. It's a day shelter. It's very light, very flimsy, very cheap it was at the time. Not the sort of thing I would have thought I would ever use, but it's actually got me out of some really tight spots. And I believe it or not, done a couple of nights under that in the summer when the weather wasn't too bad. But anyway, that's that. But that's really to show you that this pocket here will take a brolly, which I take when the weather is not as good as it could be. Up here, it has an adjustable strap so that when your brolly goes into there, that will hold the top of the brolly. Outside, well, it's got a shoulder strap with an adjuster. It's got a good strong carry handle. The outside fabric is made of 600 denier, and the zips are all military spec. So moving on, turning the bag over, we come to the zips, and I say zips because it looks like it's got two zips, but in actual fact it's just one. It confused me for a while, that, and I didn't really pick up on it, but I think it's a very subtle little thing that they've done here, and I'll just show you. You pull that zip down that side, and if you're in a very tight space, you know, if you've got it on a bed chair or so on, it just gives you chance to open the bag from that side without things maybe falling out. So that's that. When we get to the inside, so first of all, the outside of the bag is padded the same way as the inside. It's quite thin, but I get the feeling that that's a fairly dense foam inside. So I am fishing mainly short sessions, and so I need to do things as quick as possible when I get to the lake or to the river. The first thing I always want is a spod rod. Spod rod? No, a marker rod. You can tell I'm doing this live. This has got a Jim Shelley bungle float, which I've had for about 25 years since he was with me at Tails Up. It's actually a Witchwood Riot 65, I think. Fantastic, good piece of kit, that. And it sits on a telescopic 13-foot, 3.5 pound test curve rod, again from ProLogic. I use these all the time for beach fishing, for all sorts of things. You know, it'll go in the boot of a car easily, so on. Anyway, it's not a review about this rod, although I will do that sometime. This basically is the first thing that comes out of my bag. So I can look for depths, look for beds, feel what the weed's like, and so on and so forth. When I'm ready, having done all that, I then open up my first rod. So as you can see, there's padding here on the outside. There's padding in this zip sleeve. This is, and that's why the end is drooping, a 9-foot Witchwood MLT rod. I've used these for years. They're really good in tight spaces. They're great for bass spinning, actually. And on that is an Akuma PZB 6000, which I absolutely adore, and I'll be doing another review about that soon. But there you go. So that is protected in there. You just slip it in, turn it upside down, do the cover back up, and then you're onto your third rod, which is between two zipped up pouches. There's the second zipped up pouch. So at the moment I can fish 3 rods because it's winter. That soon will disappear. But in the meantime, I've got 3 rods ready made up, all rigged up. And finally, again, facing the outside and facing this second zipped up compartment, I have a SPOM, again on a ProLogic rod, and which would reel. Now, sorry, not a spod, a SPOM. That is rarely used because most of the time I'm fishing close in, and so I use a catapult. But in case I get in a situation where I have to go out of catapult range, it's ready, sat there. So basically, there you go. It'll take 5, or as I've shown you on the outside, 6 or possibly even 7 rods made up. It's absolutely perfect for me, or for my style of fishing. But then if I was doing a couple of days, couple of nights, it would also be fine. Everything would be ready made up. It's easy to maneuver. It's not, see if I can get the zip up back quickly, having said that. Nothing difficult about it. It's light and it's protecting everything really well. So there you go, the Speero 5/6 rod bag, one of my favorite pieces of kit at the moment. I hope that's of interest to you. If you have any questions, as usual, you can message me on Messenger or private message or WhatsApp or whatever you want, or I'll see you at one of the shows. So that's about it for now. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope that was of some use. See you next time.